things I gotta say. One, the Eagles are going 10-0. That's right, they're going 10-0. And two, watch out for a trade during the bye week.
What was that? He had enough time for one more play.
He had an opportunity to win that game at the end.
But the referee screwed us. The brother screwed us.
I'm upset, but
the brother screwed us.
At least they fought back and tried.
Only Cowboys game.
You literally.
The brother screwed us. The brother screwed us. We had one opportunity for one more play.
Dallas still stinks. Yo, by the way, Kid and Dingbat here, and hope everybody's having a great day. Hope you guys are doing well, hope you're hanging in there. So the Eagles may be on a bye week, but things don't stop because Howie Roseman is somewhere. Where's Howie? I don't know. Where is Howie? I can't find him anywhere. But he's somewhere sitting in some corner, some coffee shop, somewhere. He's calculating the calculations of the cornbread, and he's trying to figure out who he's going to trade for. Because if one thing Howie loves, he loves trades, especially at the bye week. Now, before we get into it, if you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that like button. More importantly, make sure you subscribe for daily Eagles content, NFL content. You definitely don't want to miss it. Now, oh yeah, and if you've been subscribed for a while, just double check, double moonwalk check. Make sure you're still subscribed. Now, before we get into the Eagles stuff, one thing we got to talk about, Carson Wentz. Carson Wentz, he's at it again. Woogie is hurt again, okay? This happens every year with this guy. Woogie is hurt. And by the way, don't forget to watch Woogie Nights coming to HBO Max in 2023. You're not going to want to miss it. I'm a co-writer on it. It's going to be a fantastic show. But Woogie is hurt again. Carson Wentz is expected to miss 4 to 6 weeks due to a fractured ring finger, according to a report from Ian Rappaport. So he's going to miss 4 to 6 weeks, which means he's going to miss the Eagles game. Now, missing the Eagles game kind of sucks because he's supposed to come back to Philly, and that's really what I was waiting for, his first time back in Philly. But it doesn't look like he'll be ready to play, or maybe he'll rush himself back, which he's done before also. We'll see. We'll see. But Carson, yeah, either way you look at it, my man is going to be out 4 to 6 weeks. Probably won't play the Eagles, and that's all right because they don't have a chance to beat the Eagles anyways. The Eagles are going to 10-0. They're going to 10-0. I know you're saying, how can you say that? Don't say that already. Don't say it. I'm telling you, I'm predicting it right now. Eagles will go 10-0. I said a couple weeks ago, if the Eagles beat Arizona, they will beat Dallas, and they'll end up 10-0. Now, why am I just going up to 10-0? Because I like to cut the season in, by 4 games. So a quarter, the halfway point, 3 quarters, even though they have an extra game now. But I like to break it up into 4 week periods, right? So when the Eagles come back, they play the Pittsburgh Steelers, right? They play the Pittsburgh Steelers at home. They should beat the Pittsburgh Steelers. They're much better than the Pittsburgh Steelers. I think Mitchell Trubisky will be playing that game. I'm all out of whiskey because I lost my Trubisky. I know Philly was right to say that the Steelers still stink. Thank you very much. So you got Pittsburgh. Then, after Pittsburgh, I think we got Houston. I think they're the next ones on the docket. That's a Thursday night game. The Eagles should win that game. Although I did pick early in the season, I had to find a loss somewhere, and I picked that one because it was an AFC and it was a Thursday night game. Ain't no chance the Eagles are losing that game. Okay? So the Eagles are going to win that game. So that takes the Eagles to 7-0 versus Pittsburgh, 8-0 versus Houston. Then they have Washington. Now, Washington at home in Philly, I think that's a primetime game. Eagles are not losing that game. So that's 9-0. Then the Eagles have the Indianapolis Colts. Colts stink. Eagles are going to beat them. Now, really, look at the schedule, right? So like I said, you have Pittsburgh, then you play Houston, then you have Washington, Indianapolis. Those are the next 4 games. They're going to win those. They can win those games. They can win all those games. Then they got Green Bay. Yeah, they can beat them. Tennessee, they can beat them. Then they have the Giants, the Bears, Dallas, Saints, Giants. That Giant game may be the toughest game because I think the Giants are the second best team in the division. I know Dallas beat the Giants. I know it. But I still think the Giants are a better team. I still think they're playing better now than they were when they played Dallas. So it's going to be interesting. The Eagles are going to get to 10-0. I really, truly, absolutely 100% believe it. Also, during the bye week, oftentimes in the past, Howie Roseman has liked to make moves during the bye week. You look at the 2017, we got Jay Ajayi. Now that bye week, I think, came on the same time as the trade deadline. So that just worked out. But the Eagles in the past have made trades and moves during the bye week. And it makes sense because if you're going to trade for somebody during the bye week, it gives them an extra week to go out and get ready to get ready to play in Philly. So I have to keep my eyes open this week to Howie Roseman because it would not surprise me if he makes a move this week. Now, if he doesn't make a move this week and then the Eagles play Pittsburgh, I believe the trade deadline comes like after that game. I think it's the first or second of November is the trade deadline. This team's going to be 7-0. There's no way they don't buy. They're not buyers. They're going to go out and get somebody, bring somebody in on this team to help them. Because this is a team that's going to end up getting the number 1 seed in the conference if they keep playing the way they're playing. So you got to watch out this week for a possible trade. Now, who do the Eagles want to go trade for? I think, one, you definitely need another pass rusher. So if Brian Burns becomes available, which there's a lot of talk that he is going to get traded, okay? People are saying, yeah, he's going to get moved. If he's going to get moved, I have to make a play for him. I definitely have to go out and make a play for him. Now, if I have to choose another position or if he's not available, or even if he is, I also think you need to address the punt returner, okay? You need a punt returner. You need somebody that can return punts. Now, Covey had, what did he have? I think one real chance yesterday. Right? One real chance or one real decent run back that I can remember. But he makes me nervous. He has over the last few weeks looked a little bit better, but he still makes me nervous. Now maybe he'll come along at the end of the year and he'll take care of everything. But if I could upgrade a return game on special teams, if I could make that a little stronger, I definitely would. So I think that's another area where you could go out and make a trade. And really, truthfully, it may even be a position that you're already strong. If somebody becomes available and Howie can get them on the cheap, why not add depth to the roster for 1 year? So I expect Howie Roseman, I expect the Eagles to be very, 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 very aggressive this offseason. This bye week. I think this bye week, this trade deadline, I think there's a real possibility that the Eagles make a move. And it would make sense. The bye week is a perfect time to make a trade if you can do it. Because like I said, you give that player time to get acclimated to playing in Philly. I mean, we have Trey Sermon, right? Could running back be another spot where we look to upgrade? I would like to see Sermon play. He got, a couple carries a couple weeks ago, and he looked good, but there's been nothing else since then. I need to see more of him, and could a guy like Andre Dillard get traded? That's the question, because I think that when Jordan Mailata went out and Driscoll came in and filled in, Driscoll's great. Driscoll can play right tackle, he can play left tackle. So valuable when you can switch and be a swing tackle. It just is. But I think because of the way Driscoll played, in my opinion, all right, he's not Jordan Mailata. He may not even be as good as Andre Dillard, but he was capable and he could hold it down. And I would take a chance. And if I can, trade Andre Dillard. If I get something for him, I have to get a lot. It has to be at least a second-round pick or a player, okay, a decent player. But I would definitely consider moving him at the trade deadline, especially because I thought Driscoll showed me enough that I feel comfortable if I had to do it. But I got to get a ton. I definitely have to get a ton. It's going to be an interesting bye week because I really think look, the Eagles are 6-0, going to be 7-0. They're going to be buyers at the trade deadline. So it's just a matter of who's going to become available, what teams are going to look to sell, and what opportunities Howie going to have. He's going to make a move that we don't see coming. It's going to be a player we're like, holy crap, I had no idea that this dude was available. This is wonderful. It's going to be something like that, and I can't wait to see it. But the Eagles, they're buyers, and there's no doubt about it. And right now with the bye week, it's a perfect time to strike. Those are my thoughts. Let me know what you guys think. I will definitely talk to you guys later. Take care. Don't be a dingbat. And remember, Howie Vision. We're all just living in it. I like Nick Sirianni. I really liked Nick Sirianni. But at the press conference the other day, he said that his concern for his special teams unit was low. His concern for his punt return unit is low. I don't agree. I don't agree at all. I think he's very worried about it, and I think they're going to look to upgrade it at some point. Denzel Washington out.